So once we've diagnosed food allergy with our dietary trial, the next step is to confirm whether or not we're truly dealing with food allergies, because obviously what could happen, especially if you start a dietary restriction in October, you could end up in January with, after the 4 and 8 week dietary component of the trial, actually doing quite well. And is that because Mother Nature intervened with a layer of snow on the ground covering up all the pollens, or is it truly due to the fact that we've actually resolved the problem by feeding this novel protein source? And if it's due to the latter, what we should be able to do is actually get to a point where we challenge with food items. So we reintroduce one thing at a time at 2-week intervals. And it got to a point where at first when people were talking about this, they were talking about, let's challenge with the individual ingredients such as beef or chicken. But it actually gets to a point right now where all I do is I say challenge with whatever food you want to challenge with. So if they want to go with an over-the-counter diet and try that out and see if it sets off a reaction, go for it. Try that for 2 weeks. Usually within 24 to 48 hours, we'll see most of our patients having an adverse reaction during that period of time. And then in some cases, it takes all the way out to the 14th day before we start to see a reaction. So especially if there are things like chewing on a deer antler or a rawhide, they're not going to be ingesting that protein to any great extent. So it may take all the way out to the 14th day before we actually start to see that reaction. But the dietary challenge is the best way to put the proof to the pudding and basically see if we are truly dealing with food allergies. Now, I have some clients, 4 years, $4,000, and 4 weeks later, their pet's 50% improved. 8 weeks later, their pet's 100% improved. The last thing that they want to do is a dietary challenge, because now they can finally get some sleep. So what do I do with them? I certainly don't have a gang of mafia or thugs that are actually there to kind of make sure that they do the dietary challenge. What I do is I talk to clients, because some clients, it just may be that they want to introduce a carrot or an apple. That's something that they used to do, or Sunday roast beef. So what we do is we just challenge with those few items and see if it sets off reaction, and develop a repertoire of different foods that the owner wants to use for that particular pet. So if it only takes 1 or 2 challenges, fantastic. If the owner wants to do 52 different items, it's going to take us 2 years to find out exactly what their patient's allergic to. All right?